Good morning students. I hope you all are doing well. This is me Priya Sharma and today we will start Civics chapter 1. What is democracy? Why democracy? So what is democracy? Democracy is a form of government where ruler is elected by people. So in a simple definition you can explain that democracy is a form of government where we elect our representative, where we elect our ruler. And for seeing further details that what exactly the democracy is, we are going to read features of democracy. Now we will study features of democracy. There are 4 features of democracy. First feature is major decision by elected leader. It means to whom we have made our leader, means to whom we have voted and made our leader is only allowed to take decision for us. No one else can interrupt in his or her decision. Next one is free and fair election. In free and fair election, it means the currently ruling party is having a fear of losing, having a fair chance of losing. It doesn't mean that the currently who is ruling us, they are not having any fear of losing. They are like, oh, it's okay, the voting is being done, but again we are going to win. No, the fair chance of losing must be done in free and fair election. Next one is one person, one vote, one value. This is the most important thing. Like if we are voting, we should not discriminate on the basis of caste or particular criteria we have set up for voting, and that is not a democratic election. In a democratic election, each person vote have equal value, and that is most important thing when we are living in a democratic country. Next one is rule of law and respect of rights. Okay, these 3 features are for us, means for citizen. The last one is for basically for government, to whom we have elected our representative, to whom we have elected as a ruler, is having a duty to respect our rights and to rule according to the laws, means according to the constitutional laws which are formed in the constitution. On the basis of that laws only here the currently government have to work, and they have to respect our right as well. So these are the basic features of the democracy. On the basis of that we can say that the country is democratic or not. After features of democracy, as you all know that every topic have some arguments and as well as some against arguments and some favor arguments. So in democracy also there is argument against democracy and argument in favor. So first we are going to read argument against. Leaders keep changing. Leaders keep changing and this create instability. Like we all know that in democratic elections, after 5 years leader keeps on changing. So somehow it is bad for us as well, because the past government which has worked many things for us, but the currently government has came and they'll understand our situation. They'll take some time to understand our situation basically. So it leads to instability. It leads to problem for us as well. Next one is it's all about competition, no morality. Now the competition, like today you know very well that politics is all about competition. Nobody wants to understand the feelings of the citizen. Very few are there who are understanding the feelings, the situation of the citizen, and on the basis of that they are taking decision. So it also leads one more problem, that it is becoming a competition. Next one is delay decision. Now delay decision, how it came that delay decision, because you know very well many people are there, many representatives are there, and they have to consult with everyone. It is not like that you have chosen one ruler and he or she is going to take decision. No, he or she have to consult with others as well. So it will take some time and it became a delayed decision. So this is one more argument against democracy, that it take too much time to form any decision. Next one is do not know interest. Now somehow it happens that the government, like the currently government was there, but after 5 years the government changed. So that government will take some time and they don't know about our interest, that what we want. So it happens sometime that government take much time and to understand citizens and take decision, and it will lead to bad problem for us only. And next one is electoral corruption. Now electoral corruption is basically the thing which is fraud, means in elections they used to do fraud, like for increasing the rate of voters votings, they pay some money and they do many fraud things, and that is somehow is very normal in democratic elections, and this is a basic argument against the democracy. Next one is argument in favor. Now we already read the argument against democracy. For sure there is many good things in this democracy as well. So argument in favor is accountable and better. Accountable means responsible. We all know that in a democratic government we'll elect our ruler, and somehow he is responsible for our needs. Somehow he is responsible for each and every decision. So it is better for us as well that in a democratic government all the decision which is taken for us is taken by the ruler, and he or she is responsible for us. So it is quite better for us. Next one is quality of decision. Quality of decision, like in argument there is delay decision. Delay decision, we know that many, they have to consult with many people and then they will form a decision, and somehow it is good for us as well, because the quality of the decision will be very good. Because if a single person will take decision for us, he'll or she'll see a particular aspects, but when many people are sitting there and they'll give their own experience, their different aspects will come together, so the quality of the decision will be very good. Next one is deal with conflicts and differences. Conflicts and differences is like, as we know, India is a vast country, many caste, many culture, many people live together. So in this, it's natural conflicts came, differences came. So in a democracy we have constitution, and with the help of constitution we can easily sort out these difficulties and these conflicts, because all the rules which are made in constitution, that is being made for us only, means all the rights, all the laws, and on the basis of that only we have to take our decision. So it deals with deals with conflicts and differences very easily, very nicely with the help of constitution. Next one is dignity of citizen. Like dignity of citizens came, they have chosen a government, but they are taking a decision which is not good for few people, means like pressure, it's generating a pressure towards a citizen. So somehow it happens ki citizen feel like that there is no one who listen to me, who is listening to me. So in this democratic government, citizen is allowed to raise his or her voice and speak for his whatever the unfavorable decision was made for him or her. So it maintains the dignity of citizen. Next one is correct our mistakes. As we know, we change our government after 5 years. It happens sometimes, like we make a government, we have elected a ruler, but that ruler is not good for us. Somehow we feel that the decision which this ruler is taking, that is not cool or that is not good for us. So we can change our ruler after 5 years. So basically we can correct our mistakes in the democratic elections, in a democracy and in a democratic country. So basically these are the argument against democracy, and these are argument in favor of democracy. I hope you have understood both the things. Okay, now after arguments against democracy and favor in democracy, we are going to study the topic broader meaning of democracy. Now what is democracy? We know that democracy is a form of government where ruler is elected by people. The broader meaning of democracy, first thing, representative democracy means the representative, means the leader which we have elected, that he or she must be democratic, means he or she must take decision according to citizens, according to our needs, according to our benefits. Next one is leaders are elected by adults. Adults means above 18 years. We know that in India above 18 years people are allowed to vote. So leaders are elected by adults. Next is major allowed. Major means majority. Majority allowed to take decision. Means majority of people vote for a person as a leader, and that particular person make decision for us, and he or she is only allowed to take decision for us, and he or she is only responsible for making any kind of decision. This is the basic broader meaning of democracy, as we can say. Okay, now we will study the difference between democratic and non-democratic government. In democratic government, government elect by the adult citizen, means citizen above the age of 18, they elect their representative. After that, citizens have fundamental rights. Citizens have fundamental rights. With the help of that, the government can't curb their rights, means they can live freely. Next one is leader rule with constitution and citizen right, means leaders who all are leaders, they have to rule according to the constitution laws, according to the constitution rights which is mentioned in our constitution, and they can't curb the citizen rights which are made for us. Next one, it is very accountable. Accountability means the responsibility, means whatever the decisions leader is taking, they are properly responsible for that, and in India we know that it is a democratic country. Next one, non-democratic country. Government is not elected. No government is elected. No, your heads are being elected by you. It is like a monarchy system or a leadership system is followed there. Next one is no right to citizen. There is no right to citizen. Whatever the leader want to do, whatever the leader want to speak, they'll speak, and whatever the rules they want to make for citizen, they'll make. No rules for leaders. There are no rules for leaders in maintaining the decision or whatever. No accountability. Accountability means no responsibility, nothing is there, like in Saudi Arabia. It is the example of non-democratic country. Okay, by this we have finished this chapter, and I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.